Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. This is our Path of the Damned Herald run. And we're just kind of exploring, finally trying to finish exploring all of Nekataka. So we're getting close. Close to being done.
It's no trouble.
Unlocked this place and barged right in. I'm sure that will go just fine. You know? I think we actually get, like, talked to about that.
Still as a pond. Your order, you were saying? Can't hide from me.
Quick. Feel it.
I think this dog can solo us.
Death to those who oppose the Republic!
Maybe not. Damn, she hits real fucking hard.
Come on.
Sears, me too.
Stand together.
I am ready,
Take on Reds when they use no special abilities, and it's one at a time. Nice.
Tell me. At once.
Happily.
Speak freely.
Okay, I'm not sure.
What did you find, Ishi?
Ooh, scroll of Circle of Protection. Hello. Don't know what's going on here. I don't know why this place is like locked up. Why there are warhounds in here. Potion of Rengrim's repulsive visage. Interesting.
Ishi. Quiet time.
Quiet. Exceptional padded armor.
Can't hide from me.
Feel it. Aye, aye.
Alright, does he have strong and fit? No, he does not, so that's...
Death to the... It is no use.
Great. We want... Already flanked. Right? We want to blind him.
Sirmas me tomb.
Cannot get through.
Sirmas.
Blinded, and now we want to come on and slam.
Tomb.
Stand
See
together.
that beauty of a hit?
Holy shit! That was a nice fucking hit. That's what we're looking for with Seraphim eventually.
Captain.
Is to do these, set up these scenarios, and then just do these big chunky boys. Oh my goodness. 83 damage. Woo! Holy fuck. Gots damn. I had to just pause there for a second. Holy shit, Odie. Holy Odie.
Aye.
The dog exploded. It's fucking
Of course.
Ngati. I still don't know what's up with this fucking house. Why? But, you know. We get, like...
If I had feathers, I would preen them to attract a mate.
A mate. We can't have children, Postinago. My feathers are as useful as your stupid tentacles.
Oh, do not listen to her, my little ones.
Nice. I like it, I like it.
Hunter or prey?
Ah, she is another bounty. Bounty board! A woman with skin like hardened sailcloth sits upright and stares off to the distance, her lips held in a tight and thoughtful pinch. She blinks and sits even straighter as you cross her view.
So, it will be you, then.
Her hand strays toward a sheath at her side, but she holds your gaze evenly. I think you've mistaken me for someone else.
Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me pushed through the jaws of the great eel.
She exhales and moves her hand back to her lap. With me, it's usually a pit or some Ingwithan machine instead of an eel.
Akira? I am certain it took hard work to earn such accomplished and capable foes.
She folds her arms and smiles at you.
As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey.
She winks. All of these answers are good. Men, lots of men, extremely tall women, or pirates. Pirates?
Akira, often. I was a bounty hunter.
She smiles to herself.
You're Nungata, eh? I heard you'd gone all dry up in Driftwood. The sea word weren't far from the mark.
Spoken like a man who has never heard a driftwood club crack an enemy's skull.
Nungata lifts her brow at Seraphim before returning her focus to you.
It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's Mataru retirement for you.
You must think everyone is out to get you.
An occupational hazard, I say. Hunters do not play well with others.
She glances away and clears her throat into her fist.
Speak for yourself.
Nice.
Didn't you help me track down that crab thief in Etua?
Nungata glances up at Takehu.
So it is true what they say. You never forget a face. Nungata, a pleasure as always.
He inclines his head.
Hard to forget the boy who pilfered half my earnings when he thought my back was turned.
She raises her brow and folds her arms.
That is a vile falsehood. I pilfered a third of your earnings. finder's fee.
Takehu chuckles to himself, but Nungata narrows her eyes and shifts her focus over to you. Ever miss the hunt?
I miss traveling across the archipelago, answering to no one but my empty belly and purse.
She grins out at the city and sighs.
But this is a younger woman's game. Better that I step aside and make way for aspiring killers. Akara?
What bounties do you have available?
Interested in taking up the trade, are we?
We've been doing this. Nungata thumbs her chin and smiles as she considers.
I hear you've done good work for Aboko. We all start somewhere, I suppose.
Hey, that's interesting. I don't know if it's gated or anything like that, like you have to do a boko before you can do Nungata, but that would be interesting if it is.
I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standards, after all.
She raises her brow and searches for any sign of hesitation. I assume that means they're exceptionally well priced.
You assume right, Hunter. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscured. A scavenger, I say. Picks off those who trust her for an evening, and then pockets their coin when she's bled them out.
Fucked up.
Bena was seen traveling on an island due southwest of Osongo.
Okay, I'll return with her head. Farewell. Swank. Awesome, and Eriti
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire?
has companions.
Why not take a little friend along?
I would love to take a little friend along. I would love to take the Odie along. Ah, Odie? Odie, you have to become famous so you can be in a game like this, so I can have you as a pet in the game. Because you're so good that I need you as a pet in the virtual world as well as the real world. He's like, I'm gonna bite you, Pup. You keep doing that. No, I would never do that. Alright.
We have many animals on offer, all well-trained and eager for a new home.
Let me see what you have.
Akira, you are sure to find one that suits you.
Bubble the cat! Look at this fat cat, Odie. He's almost as fat as you. Ooh, he does increased healing. Elmo the cat. He was also fat. Ginger Demon. That's closer to Odie. +1 perception and +5 reflex. +5 reflex ain't gonna cut it. Catherine von Killian the cat. Nice. Loki. Aww. Loki was our first cat. Fuck that cat. Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, that cat was not a very it was a wild cat. It was a feral cat. It did not go well. It did not go well. There's so many animals here. We got intellect, 5% of hits converted to crits with abilities, and 5% of hits converted to crits with spells. Otto the Star Cat. +1 to all fire keyworded power levels. And +5 damage from area of effects attacks. Got Doggos. We've got Atlas with perception and +3 accuracy with ranged weapons. Chili with resolve and 5 will. Got Harley with 10% damage from ranged attacks and 3 accuracy with ranged weapons. That's pretty good. Got Pancake with +1 might and +1 burn armor rating. Got Roxy with +1 resolve and +10 all defenses against attacks. We've got Freya. Freya looks dope. +1 intellect and +10 health restored on kill. Sadie's +15 max health and 5% damage with melee weapons. Socrates +20 health restored per kill. 3 deflection against melee weapons. Gizmo 25 stride and 5 reflex. Oh my goodness, we've got a piggy called Barkstring. 20 dexterity affliction duration and +10 stride. A pig named Ginger L. Esri Pumpkin Eater. Hey, +1 intellect and 10% of incoming crits converted to hits. Good. We've got another piggy named Rare Dan. 5% of incoming hits converted to grazes and +5 fortitude. And then we have a, what is this? Like a I don't know what that is. Like a draconic sugar glider that's nebula based. So anyways, it's Nebula. 5% chance to cast Withdraw or Recall Agony on owner when attacked while near death. Okay, so near death is below 25% HP. This only works on the owner, so only on me. And Withdraw would put me in a protective state, or would cause the target to relive the psychic trauma of an injury moments after receiving it, experiencing the damage all over again. Is this a either or? So it could either save you or it could fucking kill you. And then we have Nebula's Blessing. While in combat, Nebula will periodically grant any one character an inspiration while you are near death and... Okay, so just every... once in a while, it will just give you an inspiration. But they're all level 1 inspirations. Now, this is interesting, but that is not a good pet. I want all of these pets, though. Just because I want all the pets. But we're not going to spend money on them right now. Okay, we've explored the Kahanga Palace before, so I don't feel like we need to... Ooh, we need to talk to Natehi.
You return.
No, we have done that. Okay, I think we are done here. Let's head down to Una's Luxuries, because nothing was happening there, so I don't know what's going on. Una, here we go.
I'm sure I have the perfect gemstone to match your eyes.
Show me what
Take
you
a
have for
look.
sale. Ooh. We've got a pearlescent rhomboid hellstone. 10% chance to reflect against spells, and it grants shifting chroma. +1 armor rating, concentration. So at the beginning of combat, you receive a random defensive bonus. So +1 armor, concentration, -5% damage taken, +3 to all defenses, or a 10% chance to reflect against. That's interesting. Ring of Boundless Stars grants Tane's Chaotic Orb and Minaletta's Concussive Missiles. Just okay. Ring of Minor Protection, Stone of Power, Amulet of Health. Cool. Okay. I don't think I want any of those necessarily, or not like immediately per se. Okay, we're going to, I think, head to the Sacred Stair. And we're going to... We're going to try to do the Burn the Body quest. See how that goes. Because I don't think it's as simple as just burning the body.
Candles and bombs.
Ooh, right. Gotta steal from everyone. I haven't done that. It's been like 15 hours just running around. Ooh.
You were saying?
Okauro is like...
Let's go.
And not... Oh, right. I forgot. We've got that whole...
You were saying?
Let's see What goes on here? I'm assuming this isn't, I don't think this is a simple matter.
You there. What are you doing?
Muhai has passed. I'd like to commit her body to the flames.
Muhai?
The priest's calm demeanor is shattered by his hissed utterance. He glances around you both.
Muhai has broken with Wahana. The Queen has forbade that any should have contact with her. Akira? She would be banished to the Undercity if not for her sickness. And now that has finished her.
So she was shunned. Shorn. What does that mean?
The sharing of resources among the tribe. For what do we let the Mataru rule us, if not to dispense Wahana in fairness?
Takehu sighs through his nose.
A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai was of the Aweki before she came to Neketaka. The Aweki and Wapua were enemies for many years, before Queen Onekaza's time. Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua is to harm Aweki. As Muhai turned her back upon her kin, so we were commanded to turn ours upon her.
Yeah, I get that.
The Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. She could not let Muhai's crime stand.
That's aggressive. That alone, isn't that enough? She gave them bad directions. It's not the same as murdering them.
There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference.
She died alone. Isn't that enough?
So too did she act on her own, against her own people. She does not deserve the honor of walking with the gods.
Honor? Percamplanca. The gods spoil everything they touch. They are charlatans and cowards, the lot of them.
Can she not redeem herself?
Muhai is dead. She has lost her final battle. Come. Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls. It is the best that I can do.
Is there no other way?
You are not of the Kahanga tribe. For what do you do this?
I feel sorry for her.
And I as well. Muhai has brought great sorrow upon herself.
I'm gonna try to force it. No, I will do as she asked and burn her body.
You would defy the word of our queen?
Priest looks down at you, his lined face twisting into a solemn frown. What's this or else part? Very well, what should I do?
Give me the body. I will bury her beyond the great city walls.
I like this guy,
It is the
so I
best
kind
that
of
I
don't
can do.
want to... And I honestly kind of agree with the scenario. Give him the body.
I will do as promised. Thank you, outsider. The Wapua have their justice, and the Queen's law stands. You have done the right thing.
Moderate positive reputation gained with the Hawana.
I hear your talk. Who has turned your heart against me? The priest? Has he forgotten who we were? Never before would a member of the Awiki have been left to die alone.
See, that's the problem. And this is why I'm inclined to agree with him and agree with the Queen. You got people killed because of your prejudice. Fuck you.
I upheld my tribe's honor, and for that I was abandoned. Left to waste away, to hobble around my home with only maps for company. Now I will be buried like a secret, never to know Magrin's favor.
I want to go with this. You're a navigator. We'll figure it out.
Berath will claim you in time, and I will be here, Watcher. I wait for you on this side.
Fuck you. You're a piece of shit. Like, she is not a nice lady.
Is it?
Speak freely.
Okay, we are
Yes,
going
absolutely.
to,
Captain,
now that we've got our little, tricky trick.
Ishi. Quiet time.
Hmm?
Save. Magrin's Blessing. Counts as an offhand weapon. Grants fire shield.
Not a problem, Captain. Captain,
Alright, so that's definitely like a shoddy item, right? Counts as an offhand weapon. Grants fire shield. At the beginning of combat, the wielder is engulfed in fire, causing burn damage. How much burn damage? 6 to 10 burn damage. For 30 seconds. Okay, so it's not forever. Greater fire shield, which is more damage and higher freeze. Or purifying flame, which is reduces the duration of their beneficial effects, which I think is. We've got burning strike, 10% damage dealt as burn, and then righteous bash, 20% chance to interrupt with attacks from Magrin's Blessing. This could be a pretty good weapon for Shodi. It also could potentially be good for Does he have? He has large shield. The next time we get something, we probably want to take medium shields. I actually think the wall is less useful than I want it to be.
you were saying?
By the way, though, I think
Can
we
do.
are done here. Let us double check. We've got a couple of different quests. Songo, Delver's Row, we're going to that. Aldis, we don't care about that. Republics. Ah, right, we have not done that yet. Interrupt this. I'm kind of tired of all that, though. I wanna go do some stuff. So we are going to head. I want to check. Sinking feeling? No. Nope. 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 None of these. None of these are like goods and no. Yeah, so the only companion that's kind of required for this is it's not required, but is recommended for this is Takehu.
I'm listening. Give me the order.
We will go with Takehu team, and we will head to the Gullet. It is time to duel.
Please, I did nothing.
You see a man being dragged along a rickety boardwalk towards a rusty cage that swings over the abyss. He strains against the guard's grip. The guard delivers a savage backhand.
Enough! Or do you wish to consign her to the old city as well?
The warrior casts a meaningful glance at a woman standing a short distance away.
Let him go!
She screams at the guards, but she doesn't dare approach. The man notices her. His face lights up with shame.
Beer, I'm sorry.
Your tongue flops like a dying fish. I tire of its stink. Lower him down!
The guards drag the Raparu into a metal cage and lock him inside. He shouts and rattles the bars as it's lowered over the edge of the platform. Eventually, his screams are lost to the depths.
May Tangaloa devour your souls, you cold-blooded eels.
Yeehaw.
What crime could he have committed to deserve
Be
such
careful.
a fate?
The gullet is no place for outsiders.
Yes.
You were saying?
Happily.
You were saying? Aye, aye.
This is the gullet? I had not realized.
Takehu glances around wearing a distasteful expression. He raises his arm to cover his nose and mouth. Even bright Nekataka has its shadow, if you haven't noticed.
The Mataru are supposed to take care of those below. This does not resemble care to me. Let us go on.
He gestures ahead, but his hand shakes until he brings it down and clutches it with the other. Takehu turns his gaze to the ground beneath his feet. Benevolent. Take him by the hand. We'll be okay. Here.
Captain, thank you. I needed this.
Takehu's grip stiffens as you proceed together.
Ishi. Quiet time.
Seem ballsy. Marked Sewell. Base of this coin is emblazoned with the upside-down crown associated with the Principe. The reverse, however, has been defaced with the prominent letter
You were can do.
Interesting. Biha's house.
They took him. For what? Bataro's the second this month.
And they say the pittings aren't increasing. Do they lie to themselves or just to us? At this rate, who'll be left to suffer the Mataru's ire?
Let's go see Biha. Get to the bottom of this, shall we?
Was taking Bataro not enough for you?
A woman thrashes a row of tunics and sarongs hanging from the rafters. Her pointed teeth are gritted in frustration, her lips set in a snarl. The clothes are spotless, yet she swings a handful of reeds again and again, grunting with each blow. Several children huddle together, whispering and looking on with red, tearful eyes.
Bataro is gone. Dead. What more do you want?
She punctuates each statement with a fierce whack of the reeds. The children flinch, looking between you and the woman. Take a deep breath and let's talk about this, whatever it is, calmly. She looks at you for the first time. A fraction of her anger burns off.
Forgive me. I thought you were with the guards who took him. Other casts never visit here.
She looks pointedly at Takehu.
Do the gods pay a visit to mock my misfortune? Or is Sacred Stair overcrowded?
Forgive the intrusion. We were just leaving. That is, giving you space to grieve.
So many crowd into the gullet and you worry about space.
She laughs bitterly.
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
How did you know the man who was lowered into the old city? One of the children starts to say something, but Biha shoots him a sharp glare. She turns back to you, arms crossed, gripping the reed bundle tightly.
Bataro is punished already, I say. Whatever offense he gave, do not hang it on our necks.
He begins swatting at the laundry again, though with considerably less gusto. I know you're scared, but I'm not here to harm you.
Andra blessed. Priests say Andra sends your sword to comfort mourners. But what good are words? For what did Andra send you if not to save my Bataro?
He turns away from you, striking the sarong harder and harder. Takehu flinches at each blow, fascinated even as he shrinks back in discomfort.
The traders say they bring riches in their big ships.
The fabric pops and snaps beneath her fury. Sweat is flying, spattering the clean sarong.
But what reaches the gullet? Only crime and sickness, I say.
He pauses to take another couple of swings at the sarong. Listen.
The Rowatayans promise marvels, strong walls, and plenty for all.
She moves on to the next tunic, thrashing it with an even greater fury.
Akira, still my back aches from building their fort, and still I live here. And Bataro said we would finally leave.
Breaks off, her shoulders heaving as she catches her breath. What happened?
I heard a Rowatayan captain took up at the tavern. Suduzo, they call her. They say she is a traitor, so I thought maybe she will take passengers.
Strange. They usually stay topside.
Bataro went and found her in the tavern.
Her eyes go hard and dark.
Next I see him, the guards are dragging him to the cage.
She bares her teeth at the memory. Maybe I can talk to Suduzo? She looks at you with the same critical eye she's been giving her laundry, wringing, tugging the reeds.
Everyone knows the Rowatayans are made of brass. They listen only to their commanders. But still, maybe it goes different for you.
She looks around, taking in the hanging cloths, clothes, the huddled children, and the warped and splintering walls of the shack around them.
Bataro took some coin. Everything he scraped together working on the docks. And he went to bargain with the captain. I would offer it to you, but it is probably in the old city with Bataro. Or in someone else's pocket.
I could look for Bataro.
I could never ask someone to go down to the old city, but since you offer...
Trails off, working the reeds between her hands while hope and dread battle in her eyes.
It is a big and dangerous place. But perhaps he hid himself. Perhaps...
She steadies herself with a shake of her head.
Please, help him if you can. Or bring me news if you cannot.
Tell me about the Rowatayan captain.
Suduzo.
He is holding the reed so tightly that she snaps one in two.
They say she is a traitor, but she threw Bataro out.
She looks down at the broken reed in her hands.
Always Bataro was careful with his words, just like you. But a Raparu in Nekataka gives offense just by breathing the air of his betters.
How many of you need passage to Rawatai?
We are 6. 3 children, 2 babes, and me.
Are they all yours?
Such a strange question. A Raparu child is the child of all Raparu.
Sure, but if that's the case, you're taking these Raparu children from all the Raparu.
At least that is the way in the village where Bataro and me came from. But here, we are all strangers. No one looks in on the sick or cares for the children.
Okay. Can you take a different ship? She shakes her head.
Many ships leave from Queen's Birth, but the Valiants take slaves.
She lowers her voice and glances furtively around.
They say the Principe smuggle goods in the caverns below, but I cannot trust such people. But the Rowatayans have mighty cannons, and a big homeland they abandoned for ours. Perhaps there is more room for us there.
Okay. You know the way to Delver's Row? She blinks in horror.
Never. That is the surest way to get the attention of the Overseer.
She lowers her voice.
I hear it is somewhere in the Narrows. It is possible Annoy knows. He has lived here longer than any.
Where's Annoy?
His hut is just along the walkway to the southwest.
Tell me about the stash of coin Bataro had. Worry creases her face. She sizes you up with a quick look.
I tell you, I do not know where it is, and I am sure it would be little to someone like you.
She licks her lips.
After what happened, Bataro would sooner have thrown it into the waters than given it to the Mataru or the Rowatayans. If it is anywhere, it is surely with his body.
So, curious because money is money for you. Okay, farewell. So we've got the quest for Biha. And Botaru is super dead.
The gods want more for us than piracy, I say.
Aye. More than farming, more than fishing, more than shaping the water even. Freebooting be the means, lad, not the ends.
Okay, we've got the hole, we've got refuse pile, Nekataka, the Narrows, Italy's sanctuary. There's so much to explore in the Gullet. Alright, we've got Inoi.
Captain? Aye, aye.
I hear you.
She. Quiet time.
Alright, Inoi is blind.
I'm listening.
An elderly Ruparu man squints in your direction before blinking profusely. He hobbles closer, bare feet slapping the splintered floorboards of his abode.
What say you, boy?
He peers steadily into your face, blinking faster all the while. The man's arms are thin as sticks. What teeth he has are yellowed or black from years of malnourishment. Can you see me? How do you know who I am?
I see much and many things. I simply do not look with these eyes in the same manner that others do. I have heard much as well. People speak of your kindness, watcher who chases Aethus. I also hear the Ruparu's heartbeat, grown thready and pained. Now a watcher comes to the gullet, as Amira has shown me you would.
At least piety can thrive in this dark and unforgiving burrow.
That sea-swept voice. One of Andra's own comes to visit me at last.
This place is a bit like an open wound. Couldn't hurt to clean it up. He grimaces, bearing jagged, gray cast teeth.
The Ruparu are being crushed from the top. We starve so slowly, it is an agony.
Starving? Are the gods so occupied that they cannot see inside the mountain?
Maybe focus less on the gods and more on the freaking Mataru. The old man shrugs.
This is the Huana way. The fish of our nets are drawn for the tribe. The fruit of our fields, too, is reaped for the tribe. And the coin of our pockets belongs not to one, but to all.
Sure.
All spoils are gifted to the whole of the tribe. The tribe then partakes from the top down, from the most deserving to the least.
Sounds like bullshit. Why are the Ruparu the least deserving, the last to partake of the tribe's spoils?
The Mataru risk their lives to protect the tribe. The Kuaru provided skilled goods and services.
So it's the fucking concept, way back to the beginning, right? That just manual labor is the least valuable thing when it's literally the pyramid that we're all built on, you dumb shits.
The Ruparu more than we contribute to the tribe. Or it did, before our numbers swelled too large. The dawn stars would feed us, but the guards forbid them to pervert the order of sharing. There was a man who helped us, a soft-hearted pirate named Ulug. He worked with the Principe captain, Mad Morena, they call her, to bring us food from the black market. But for days now, we've had nothing.
What happened?
Ulug was never late with his shipments. Always very conscientious. A good boy. For him to disappear for several days without word. He must be dead. The Queen refuses to increase our share of the prize share. Without Ulug's shipments, we will surely starve. I am asking you, what else can we do?
Like, this is the part that I have the problem with the Huana, because your system's fucked. And it's like Takehu walking in here is just super shocked. That's a problem. When the top are so shocked by the state of the bottom, that should not be a thing. The two worlds should not be that far apart. Shouldn't be. You need an advocate. I will speak with the royals at Serpent's Crown on your behalf.
Onakaza will listen. Her concern holds this island together.
You think so? He cants his gaze to the side, eyes wondering.
Perhaps you can achieve what those of my caste cannot. Gain us favor with the crown, and always we Roparu will be indebted to you.
How else can we resolve the food shortage?
If we cannot convince the Mataru nor the Principi, I believe the Dawn Stars may help us. Peatly is a child of the Dawn Stars, and has become the Gullet's most cherished healer. I believe she would willingly hear your request for charity. Speak, and I will listen.
Who are you?
I've lived for many years in this gullet. My skin and bones have withered with each year, twisted harder, so that the Roparu now call me Taki Takiri.
Just elder, basically. It's like old man, someone who's been through so much that they just have wisdom by sheer virtue of experience, you know?
Though you can see, I am not very big or much sturdy. If a dispute arises within the gullet, I will see it resolved. That I can promise you.
Tell me about the Gullet. What's the history of this place?
Both time and tragedy have rotted the Gullet into a place of filth and crowdedness. Once, we Roparu lived in a fine neck of the city. But that time has fallen, and with it, the ruins of our old city under Neketaka. Long before the foreigners swarmed us, a sea quake rumbled our city, and the mountain cratered down. Many cried to Andra, and were swallowed for their efforts.
His dead eyes flick side to side.
Now the Mataru send us into the ruins of the old city to be punished. Within that pit lies darkness and death. Not silence, but an end.
I'm looking for a place called Delvo's Row.
You mean the black market that lies nestled in the depths of the Narrows? The guards do their best to stomp it out, but they are a single boot against 1,000 ants.
Ah, them pox-riddled arbor hogs would be better served taking towels to the sea, for all the drying they'd give it.
The old man nods.
I do not know how to get there, but someone at the tavern might.
Very well.
Speak
Alright,
freely.
cool. More quests. Oh, all wine. You kisses.
Not a problem, Captain.
I give you kisses. Odie kiss. Thalos.
Of course.
Okay.
Does the company pay you for mercenary duty? Or is pride enough to buy bread where you're from?
Do you really not know the Brotherhood reports directly to the Dukes? Or have the discharges of your gun knocked around your brain too much?
Wow, this is just a lovely party. Forsaken Kitty, it's Ickis! It's Ickis, Odie. It's Ickis. What's Ickis do? Ickis gives +3 to all defenses against body affliction and mind affliction attacks, and against poison and disease attacks. So Ickis is a cute kitty, but I don't like his ability. Basically. I need like 3 more cameras for spotlight all around him so that at any given time I can just like pick the best position. He's so cute though, mama. He's the cute. Alright. It's Pitley. The woman bends over a pile of dried, bitter-smelling herbs. She's crushing and mashing them on the dirty scrap of parchment, coughing with effort. She steps in front of you to block your way, wiping a ragged sleeve across her rheumy, bloodshot eyes. As she does, her hood slips, and you glimpse 3 faded stars on her forehead, the emblem of the children, the Dawn Stars.
Got nothing here worth selling or stealing. You best be on your way.
She stifles a croupy cough. Are you ill?
Nothing a little ginger root and some bed rest won't cure. Please, let me be.
She takes another step, blocking your view of the room beyond. The herbs on the table give off an odor that scratches at your throat. Perhaps there's something I can do to help.
That's not...
She erupts in a fit of coughing. As she catches her breath, she gives you a closer look.
Wait. You're the one someone in the other Dawnstar's been talking about.
She lets out a rattling sigh.
In that case, maybe there is. There's some sick Raparu in the back. Not much I can do for them now besides keep them comfortable.
She looks at the crimson speckle on her wrist.
And hidden.
This is hardly a proper sanitarium. But at least they are isolated from others.
It's better than leaving them to wander the district. I can give them a dignified death. If nothing else.
Why are you hiding sick people?
Because they've got Drowner's lung. Spreads like gossip and kills even faster.
Drowner's lung.
A gift from the Valians.
She scowls, dabbing the room from her eyes.
Fills your lungs with fluid. Gets you coughing all the time, trying to clear them. One of my patients coughed so hard, she broke a rib. Eventually, it gets so bad, you can't hack it out. You just lie there, struggling for breath, until you choke on your own phlegm. I hear it's a long, hard end.
She trails off for a moment, a distant look in her watering eyes.
I heard some Raparu had gotten sick, so I brought them here to care for them. City healers don't come down here.
Frowns and gives her nose a vicious swipe.
The Raparu have no healers of their own?
Takehu pulls at one of his long hairs, frowning. She shakes her head.
These people are laborers and fishers. Many aren't even Kahanga. Wound up here after raiders and slavers tore their own tribes apart.
Turns back to you.
Anyway, I realized what was wrong when I heard the rattle in their chests. The way they gasped for air.
She wipes the back of her hand on her leg and shudders.
Only cure is an elixir made with pine seed oil. It costs a lot. Though not nearly as much as an epidemic. Still, if news of this outbreak gets out, these poor souls will get tossed into the old city. No one with any money in Nekataka spends it on the Raparu.
I see. Is there any way to get a cure?
You can get nearly anything on Delver's Row. Only trouble is finding it. And paying for it. Unfortunately, the children of the Dawnstars don't have many connections in this part of town.
Turns away, whooping and hacking into her arm.
But I bet you could find someone at the tavern who knows where Delver's Row is. Criminal types like to wet their throats after a long day of lying, cheating, and stealing.
She chuckles herself into another coughing fit. What interest do the children of the Dawnstars have in the gullet?
About the only honest one. The Reparu here are treated like garbage. Even made to eat garbage from that scrap heap opposite the lift.
Shakes her head.
And Dario and his Principe scum took advantage of the neglect down here to set up the black market on Delver's Row.
Dario?
He runs most of the criminal mischief that goes on here. Some say he's an old Valian traditionalist. Some say he's a thug with good taste.
She holds her hands out, shifting her open palms like platforms on a scale.
Either way, I steer clear of him.
She shivers, whether out of fear or illness, you can say. Go on.
All the while, the gullet gets more crowded as tribes from the other islands come to Nekataka. Some are driven from their homes by pirates, raiders, even trading company thugs.
Her eyes darken.
Others hear stories of the foreign wealth pouring into the city. What they don't realize is most of it flows between the foreigners and the palace.
Makes a circular motion with her finger. So the Dawnstars are helping out.
As best we can. Most of us came from Raed Saris after the Vorlis Plight and the Saints' War. Or we were born to families that did. We remember what it's like to scrape by.
Her eyes stray to the stained and spotted floor for a long moment. Maybe Delver's Row spread some of the wealth down here.
That's what Dario and his people say. They recruit Reparu to sneak things from the docks, report on meetings between traders. I can't blame the Reparu. Not when the alternative is eating from a trash pile. But I don't trust these Principi any more than I do the trading companies.
Absolutely. They're not providing opportunities, they're exploiting them. She folds her arms, shaking her head.
Difference being, lass, the Reparu be their customers and confederates alike.
Oh.
To the company bilge barnacles, they be only product.
Principi is basically just another company, Seraphin. I know you don't feel that way, but that's because you're in the middle to the top, right? You're important. You're a ship hunter. You have an important duty. But a random Reparu that's just running gigs in the docks, the Principe doesn't care. And you know that. That's horseshit.
And whenever the city authorities finally crack down, the Reparu will be caught in the middle.
Absolutely. I see.
Some days, I think maybe this is why Aethys brought us to Deadfire. So we can do some good. Other days, I'm too damn tired.
She arches her back, popping her spine. I was told you may be able to help with the food shortage in the gullet.
We tried. But the one way is prize share. Meaning anything we'd give these people has to go through the palace.
Akara, it is for the Ranga and the Mataru to feed the tribe.
Best I can tell, our food went to the Queen's table. Assuming it didn't rot in the storehouse first.
If the Queen sanctioned more shares for the Reparu, would the Dawnstars donate crops again? Her thin lips worry together, but she nods.
That's a question for Samhain. I'd ask her myself, but I got my hands full here. She's High Priestess at the Temple of Gone. Tell her Pitty sent you. She'll listen. Probably. Need something?
Okay, so we've got a couple more quests. Can we...
Happily.
Potion of Relentless Strike.
Captain, not a problem, Captain.
Italy. Oh my god, she's got a legendary. Given to you by the Aethasian priest Pitli for aiding in her mission to care for the afflicted, this ring represents renewal and compassion for the downtrodden. Okay, then I won't steal it, but I will still return.
You were saying? Aye, aye.
We'll just do the quest and get it that way. Oh, man. I don't know. Oh, goodness. It's late. I want to keep playing. I want to play another full hour of
That
this.
Dawnstar may be able to help. What say?
Help how? Poison me? Akira, no thanks.
Only thing is, that's the Narrows. Only thing is I do have
Traveler, have you any
work
food?
stuff tomorrow.
Surely you've a scrap to spare.
Did you before? A gaunt Raparu woman grabs for your legs. She paws at you with a weak grip, fingers bone thin and trembling.
Mercy, traveler. Never have I been so hungry.
You have no access to food.
Always there is prize share. The pile has grown leaner these years. Little falls to our pile that is not rotten or sour from this week and maybe before.
What do you mean? Shakes her head.
Forgive me, I say too much. If you would know more, ask Anoi. Our elder listens to those in need, and he speaks. Out of earshot of the guards. He's there. In the house to the right when you cross the bridge. He can speak of the hunger.
Quavering arm points towards the southeast. Give her some food. The woman snatches the food from your hands with surprising speed, eyes darting a glance for any onlookers before she shoves it between her teeth. She gnaws desperately, swallows, chokes, chews again, speaks with the mouth half full from the next bite. Lost an item. Aged shark meat.
Thank you. I'll share it, I swear. Thank you, traveler.
Minor positive reputation. No! Bad! Don't you take my aged shark meat? Damn it. I need that to make shark stuff. Like one of the dumb aloe nuts or palm stones or something. Damn it, I got so much food. Take some fire kelp. You taking my shark meat? Brr. Swordfish. Well, you don't take that either. That's also good. Take this tar loaf. Basically just naan. It looks really tasty. I really
Captain,
want
just say the word.
Okay, up this way real quick.
The
Ah,
Raparu
this
feed their
Queen
children
calls
from
these
this pile?
rations?
Does she expect the Raparu to subsist on garbage?
Yeah. Is there an answer that would please you?
Akira, there is not.
Takehu swallows and diverts his gaze away from the pile. Like, this is... No matter what your scenario is, right? The concept of prize share. This is just legitimately just a pile of garbage. There are bones. You like my Doctor Doom mask? It's really, like, I like it a lot, actually. I like the look that she's got going on. It's a nice bonus. It's really good. I should actually probably have that on. Max health. Okay, who has see a reason to use either of those. All right, so that is yes. The only things that we have left here are the hole and the narrows. So let us head over towards the hole.
Of course.
And that is going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.